What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Writers Room presented by Breaking and Entering. I'm Alan Hallis, and I am joined, as always, by our River West cohort, the host of the Mr. Nice Guy podcast, the music director for Breaking and Entering, head of Nice Guy PR, and contributing Shepherd Express writer now, too, to add to his long list of titles. Mr. Ben Slowey is here. Ben, how are you doing today, bud?
Doing really well, Alan. Good to see you. It's all these things I do, it's like I'm afraid of being bored, like you gotta keep yourself occupied at all times.
Absolutely.
But I'm pretty good today. I'm good today. Lots of exciting stuff happening in the world of Milwaukee music, well as just Milwaukee in general. I mean, Tomorrow's a big day for Milwaukee, so I won't actually be here to experience it because I will be on a plane to LA.
Yeah.
But
look at you going Hollywood.
Yeah, I know. I made it. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be awesome to see what happens tomorrow from Milwaukee. But yeah, I mean, it's exciting to just be in the city in general right now. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. It has been very busy here as well. Booking a lot of shows, going to shows, getting things happening. And like you said, historic time for Milwaukee too. So I am very excited because, I've been down to the Deer District for most of the time that things have been going on. And it's an exciting atmosphere. It is really literally unlike anything else. It feels like Summerfest, but like everyone is happy. There is not the crazy drunk person there. There's not the crazy people that are upset about anything. Like it is a party for sure, and it's an exciting time for Milwaukee for sure. But yeah, things have been busy. Life has been going at about 1,000 miles an hour. I cannot believe that we are already here. It is a good thing that we did schedule today's show for a Monday instead of our normal Tuesday, because otherwise we probably wouldn't have been seen by anybody because of the Bucks. Everyone's got that Bucks fever. So
that's right. Yeah, I got off work on Saturday night at about 11, and I walked down Humboldt to and from work, and there were just people crawling all over Brady Street and even just the side streets. Like everyone was out and about on Saturday night. So yeah, it's awesome that if it takes a crazy good basketball team to really get the rest of the country, the world even, to be like, oh yeah, Milwaukee, right? Oh yeah, up over there in Wisconsin, eh? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That's pretty cool. So
yeah, so hopefully they can close things out tomorrow night. In the meantime, though, we do have some great music, and we are going to get into some right away. We got some great music. This is the first video this week is from Super Tentacles, which is Sean Anderson from Yum Yum Cult. It is his solo project. Exciting to see the guys from Yum Yum Cult be able to branch out, do the solo thing, and then also come back and make some great music together as well. The video is No Creature Left Behind, and it is definitely worth your time to check it out. So we're going to do that to kick things off on the Writers Room.
my face in need of some furs, but I'm in the right place. No creature left behind. No creature left behind. The embers are still burning after years of gathering dust. Protect your right to break out from preserving yourself too much. Never pass the option to dig into your roots. And if you forget how, listen to the wind in you. No creature left behind. No creature left behind. No creature left behind. No creature left behind.
That was Super Tentacles with No Creature Left Behind. Sean Anderson bringing out the plastic toys, the little plastic animals for that video, and no creature was left behind in that one. I was counting. There was tigers, there was giraffes, there was all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah, well, good of him to be all inclusive and all
yeah.
creatures were accounted for.
uh, first off, he should have upped his budget and he should have got real animals in that thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Eventually.
I will have to tell them that at the next installment of or the installment of Air in the Square that he plays, because this is a quick plug. This Saturday, concerts, live music returning to the Third Ward to Catalano Square for the Air in the Square concert series. We have a heck of a bill. We have 1913 on there, which is Victor De Lorenzo, formerly of the Violent Femmes. Moonglow, Wonderful Bluffer. I am blanking on the fourth act that I booked.
Panoptics.
Thank you, the Panoptics. Yes. All playing a
The
show Saturday, 4 to 8 p.m. It is free, so you can be there to go check that out. Ben will be in LA, but I will be there running about. And, I'm excited to finally get back to watching some bands play live. I know, Ben, you've gotten the chance to do that recently. You've had a couple different bands you've had to check out.
Oh yeah, I remember I texted you after I got home from the Diet Light show. I believe it was 2 weekends ago, and I was so much fun, man. Like that band they fucking rule, dude. Like they have such great like live, like exciting garage punk energy, and those guys are hilarious, and we've just been covering them so much the last couple months. It's great to finally like see them and
Yeah.
see what it was all
Yeah.
about.
100%. It is good to see them. I want to see them live because like their personality comes out a lot in their music, but I feel like they are going to be a very enjoyable live experience. You've been at a Bremen Cafe a little bit, which
Yes,
now that
I live only a couple blocks away, so it's
okay,
handy for a weekend little outing.
yeah, that's how you know that that like COVID protocols are probably a little bit relaxed if Bremen Cafe can have shows again, because it is an intimate space, but fills up with sound very quickly and easily. So
Sure does. Well, that same night I went to that show. I
yeah,
believe you were at Cactus Club.
I
Tell us
was
about
yes. I managed to make it out to Paper Stacks Mo Cities event that they were holding. I believe this past Saturday, if I'm right, 2 Saturdays ago. I don't know when it was.
Yeah, it
Times
is. Yeah.
2 Saturdays ago at at Cactus Club. They had a stacked bill as well. Will Frank and the Goodland Gang was there. Clayton, who I had never actually gotten to see live before, and got to talk to him for the first time. And King Miles was there. Paper Stacks, Mo City. I think I'm missing somebody else. Oh my God, Will on Water. Which, since I saw Will on Water at Cactus Club, I have now put the Trap Water project back into my rotation, and
Yeah.
it has not left, and I don't think it's going to leave for a long time. Like seeing him perform live actually made me, it accomplished the goal of like going back and checking out more of his music. And like that album, it hits so much differently when there's, 30 dudes jumping around and screaming the words along with it. But he's a natural, man. I'm excited to see what he does in particular. So
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, from this all the snaps and stories I saw, it looked like a blast out there. Like it was, I saw like all like like the Camp Shuttlesworth crew, like all just on stage together,
yeah,
just going, just having a great time. And I you love to see it. That's like the sense. Like I really miss like a really poppin' hip hop show at Cactus Club for sure.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and shout out to DJ Snack Daddy for holding things down in between sets there. He's been busy lately too. He's been super active.
yeah,
So shout out to him because he kept the energy up in between sets for sure.
speaking
Yeah,
of
I
which,
missed it, and I did not realize how much I missed it until I was in that environment. Until I was there, watching people jump around. We were seeing people from the scene were around. Eli Stone's made an appearance. Uh, our boy Jeremy, the unknown entity from High Tribe, was around, so we were kicking it with them. Space Crime was in the mix, so it was cool to
nice.
like it. I noticed it one other time that I was at Cactus Club recently, and actually Joe from Paper Holland said it. He was like, "It's like the first day of school again,
Yeah,
where you like meet everybody after summer break again." Um, that's what shows I think are going to be like because
yeah,
there's a lot of like you haven't seen these people in a year, so now all of a sudden you've seen them for the first time forever. But there's a newfound appreciation for it too, and I think that we are not going to have the shows with 5, 10 people in the crowd anymore as much. It's going to be more people not saying they're going to skip their opportunity to go out, and we're gonna see a lot more people at live shows. I think for sure.
definitely. Yeah, I agree. Speaking of DJ Snack Daddy, I saw that Moody's EP release show just got announced today, and it
Yeah,
will be at Cactus Club on August 8th. I know he's DJing that one as well.
yeah,
So yeah, like there's just a lot. There's a lot to be desired right now from the past year we've had with like like you said, everyone being in the same room again. Very much akin to the first day of school. It's like I'm seeing these people I've been seeing in 14, 15 months, and we're just all like, "How you doing?"
yeah,
Like what the hell? What the heck is up? Like what? Like what are you up to now? And what are your goals? Like what do you have going on now?
yeah,
And it's like everyone is like greeting each other with a smile and a shake and a handshake.
yeah,
It's not the super casual like, oh yeah, that person's here, that person's here, like cool. It's like no, like it's genuinely really good to see everybody. And
right. I think it's gonna eliminate the people you half know and you kind of don't know, but you kind of do know kind of thing. I think it's gonna eliminate the awkwardness of it. People are gonna be back together and just be like, you know what, man, we don't get to talk. How have you been in the last year? So
yeah,
it'll eliminate a lot of that stuff. Um,
certainly.
with that said, we should get into our second video of this week because, interesting enough, that is somebody. That's how I initially met this person. Our second video for this week is Classic, and the song's called Black Holiday. But the first time that I had really met Classic, we were both producing for the same hip hop act, and I knew of him. I think he knew of me, but I wasn't sure, and I was the awkward like the dude in the back of the Miramar Theater.
Yeah,
And I remember walking out to go down the street and seeing him smoking a cigarette at the time, standing outside the mirror, just looking cool as all hell. And I was like, I don't know if this guy knows me at all. And so I just kind of gave him like an awkward like, hey, like I was in college still. So it
Yeah.
was just the weirdest interaction. But since then, my God, have our lives changed for sure. But he has
Yeah.
gone on to do amazing things as a solo artist. Hadn't heard a ton from him in the pandemic in the recorded sense, other than live streams and things like that. Saw a lot of that. But got to talk to him about this. This came out on Juneteenth, but was created way before that, and is part of possibly something new. So, with all that background said, it's got to be great, right?
Yeah.
This is Black Holiday by Classic.
You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one, yeah. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one, Fuck the system, fuck my mental sup, I need a break. I know that it wasn't meant for us, so there's no need to say, no need to play these games. For the minimum wage, the minimum slave, they got me feeling like got my people in a rage. And they ask me if I think it's justified, all my niggas tryna touch the sky. Every day's a black holiday, you gotta celebrate just to be alive, just to be alive. What a time it is to be alive. I can't watch another life become a martyr, getting hard to trust the other side. Ain't that a trip? Cause it ain't no sides. Either you is or you ain't down to ride. Don't play in my faces, don't play with my life. Ain't that a trip? Cause it ain't a sides. So either you is or you ain't down to ride. Don't play in my faces, don't play with my life. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one, yeah. Like a holiday, to be breathing is a celebration. Living with this shade, there's no other way. To be seen requires illumination. That's how we living every day, like a holiday. To be breathing is a celebration. Living with this shade, there's no other way. They won't stop me from liberation. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one, yeah. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one, Black woman, black man, black gay, black trans, black life, black stance, black every day do my black dance. Black woman, black man, black gay, black trans, black life, black stance, black every day do my black dance. Black woman, black man, black gay, black trans, black life, black stance, black every day do my
That was Black Holiday by Classic. Also, quick shout out to Sam Organi for shooting that one as well. Um, those guys did a crazy job on it. Everybody involved. Excited to see what Classic has in store. We have not talked specifically about it, but I have talked with him a little bit, and there's always things in the works with him, and that's
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Man is always
He's
moving
not a-
forward.
yeah, he's always got like something like kind of brewing. Like it
Yeah.
feels like he's always like he's a very like he thinks with really like broad horizons. So kind of not unlike kind of the way Genesis Renji operates too. Like a classic. He thinks very big picture, and I admire that a lot about him.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And I think both of them are very secretive about like they won't tell you about what's going on, but I feel like they both have like hundreds of songs like in the tuck. You know what I mean? Like for sure that they make a bunch of stuff. But speaking of new music and things like that, we have a lot of it over on breakingandentering.net that has dropped within the last 2 weeks. We got some amazing new records. One that actually stood out to me was from this past Friday. There's a hardcore record by Enervate. It's called No Time Left. It's an EP. Ben, I don't know if you got a chance to hear this one. It is 3 songs. I wanted to destroy everything in this office listening to it. And I say that as a
Nice.
term of endearment. It was just one of those projects that like the energy was there from start to finish. It's a good hardcore album, good hardcore EP. And yeah, I just want to like fuck everything up.
I'm really happy that we've been like kind of giving a lot of hardcore bands attention in the last year or so. Like, because what I especially love, and I really appreciate this about hardcore bands, is that they share and retweet, and it circulates. Like, whenever we post their music, like they're always very like they show their gratitude. They're very appreciative that we wrote about it, and we get a lot of great feedback every time. Like, same thing happened with the new Slow Panic single that came out a couple weeks ago. Yeah, like we gotta get some breaking and entering hardcore shows going at some point.
I like where
Probably.
your head's at. We need to do that. We need to
Yeah,
yeah, find a venue that will be willing to host that sort of thing. But
yeah.
I think we got a couple places that would do it. So
X-Ray Arcade, where you at?
there we
Next
go.
Cactus Wood too, I'm sure.
Oh,
But
absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. We've got a number of great records, like you said, that have appeared in the last week. Today, I want to talk real quick about the new Luxy single that came out on Friday. Terrific, like hyper pop song about like just drifting into Luxy's. Like Luxy is just like drifting into her happy place, and there's so many different layers of like not only the synths and like sort of like a house beat she's got going on there, but also like several different uh layers of like super haunting soaring vocals. It's like Luxy, like kind of where her head's been at like in her music lately has been very like kind of almost like vaporwave ish, like where
Yeah,
it's like a computerized like VR dimension.
right.
And it just made me super excited for the record she's dropping in a month. So great to like. I actually caught her at Cactus Club like a little over a month ago, and she was telling me a little bit about this new record she's dropping, and yeah, very excited to hear that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what she does because she had been in this like rhythm of like putting out EPs and video games and things like that, like with it, like a whole big project. And then like things got a little quieter over the last few months. Uh, but I think like her taking the time to really focus in on a project is going to be for the benefit of everybody because I think it's going to just come out like with such more like so much more intensity, and when you drop 3 to 4 projects in a row like that, like she kind of did, like, when you drop something consistently, it's nice because your name is out there. But at the same time, the second and third and fourth project might not get the same attention that the first one does after a break like that. So I think that her taking some time and then putting out something that is going to have a little bit more of an impact is a great look, and I'm excited for that record too.
yeah, certainly, yeah. No, yeah, I agree. Yeah, good to see it kind of similarly. She's been more low key, but still productive, just in the shadows.
Yeah.
Uh, got some new records. We got a new record from Will Frang recently. Oh boy, you're a blessing. Go check
Yeah.
that out. Lake House Country, as he puts it. New record from Chris Heisey Band came out on Friday as well. If folks are into Americana.
I was gonna say too, the Koch Marshall trio from the Upna record. That is that's a technical term, from the Upna. It was all made during quarantine. It was all made kind of in a secluded state, and it's a really good instrumental kind of bluesy rock album. The technical ability on it is one that I would say is amazing. I don't know how many people listen to like the intricate parts of records, but I'm sure anybody that's a musician would appreciate that. But you can tell, like, everybody on that record is so skilled. So make sure you check that one out too. Lots of Americana coming out.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, we also got a new video from Fapper Shep. Speaking of Americana, we've had a lot of videos on the site lately. We had, Eli Stones has just been content city. Like, it's either a new song or a new video pretty much every week. And
Boot It Up is out now, the new video.
Yeah, yes it is. And then we got a new song from Billy Russo that just came out, the bluesy indie rock band.
Yeah.
Good to hear from them again for sure. We got trying to think what else, like
a new EP from Satori that dropped over on Friday. Again, another person that when they put out something really puts their all into it. And
the 2-piece as he
it was a 2. We got Lucian Parker as well, dropped some music.
He did
more Lucian. I mean, like, the content is there. The Milwaukee music scene is definitely not taking any time off or taking their summer off for sure. So I think that we're gonna have a lot of content all summer from all corners of the city.
Yeah, it's not faltering for sure. There's already like plenty on the list for the next month for us to get to, but we've got we've got, I believe I saw Nile is dropping a track this coming Friday, which would be exciting. Great to hear from Nile. It's
it's a great mix. It's a really good mix right now of some older, like more established names. But we've been talking already about Diet Light. We've talked about some of the other artists like Briante, who actually also just dropped. You Win, which is a newer project, obviously from established musicians. But we're seeing all these new names that like are popping up, but they're interspersing well with some of the more established artists. So there's a mix. It's an exciting time to be an artist in Milwaukee for sure. That you have these established acts and you have these new names coming out too that are making an impact and able to get their voice heard, which is always the hardest thing, So
speaking of which, our next video is one of these new young stars who is like, her production value and her fucking attitude on her music is just so exciting. Like, really, really excited to see like how she'll continue building, because she's built a strong foundation so far.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Puerto Wicked. The song is called New Me, and as Ben said too, I mean, the attitude really is everything, because in hip hop especially, you can't kind of stumble out of the gate. You kind of have to be out there and be a really pronounced version of yourself, from the jump, if you really want to make an impact. And she is somebody that's doing that. So without further ado, let's check out the video for Puerto Wicked. This is New Me here on the Writers Room.
It's like, I'm sick of these weak ass bitches, yo.
Hey, Will, this shit is fucking cold.
I'm just smoking on my doobie. Life be feeling like a movie.
Hood Will.
Yeah. Smoking on a doobie, like be feeling like a movie. I'm cooling in jacuzzi, keep your bitch cause she a groupie. I'm riding in my Renegade, pumping little boosie. Enough about what you saying, bitches wishing that they knew me. Smoking on a doobie, like be feeling like a movie. I'm cooling in jacuzzi, keep your bitch cause she a groupie. I'm riding riding in my renegade, bumping Lil Boosie, getting off about what you saying. Bitches wishing that they knew me. Only pop out, and I got to stay with me. Car windows tinted, cause I got your bitch with me. Counted on 100, bitches really got 50. And they never get replied to, cause a boss bitch busy. Tryna couple weekends, so I tell them that they tripping. I'm out here on a mission, got a vision for my chicken. Working hella steady, I don't need an intermission. Never let a bitch press me, I don't got a competition. Only manifesting all the shit that I speak. Used to catch a couple heads and triple shit in a week. If a bitch say that she ballin', better back where she speak. Money got its own language, if you talking it's cheap, for real. But bitches presto. Well, gotta talk, baby, we're the next hoe. If you even in my presence, then you blessed hoe. Get it racks, get in bands, get it hella dope. Mama said that if I'm crying, wipe it off with a bill. Ain't no fantasies allowed, cause only cheddar is real. If they fucking with my bag, then I be cocking it still. I be on my own waves, don't gotta go to a pill. I be molding all my greatness and meaning all my statements. A dream beyond a vision, see the light within the vagueness. They never feel my pain to the extent that I did. Went from the darkness to the light, and I can say that I did, for real. But bitches presto. We don't gotta talk, baby, we're the next hoe. If you even in my presence, then you blessed. Jacuzzi, keep your bitch, cause she a groupie. I'm riding in my renegade, bumping Lil Boosie, getting off about what you saying. Bitches wishing that they knew me. Smoking on a doobie, like be feel.
Only pop out, and I got to stay with me. Car windows tinted, cause I got your bitch with me. Counted on 100, bitches really got 50. And they never get replied to, cause a boss bitch busy. But bitches presto. We don't gotta talk, baby, we're the next hoe. If you even in my presence, then you blessed hoe. Get it rats, get in bands, get in hella dope.
All right, that was Puerto Rican with New Me. Here on the writer's room, as Ben and I have said before, the attitude is everything, and I like it. She's got a presence, just like Lakia, has that kind of same, very similar, like boss bitch energy, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, but she's out here to make a name for herself, and I think she's really gonna do that for sure this summer. So yeah, man, I'm excited for things, the new music that's happening. Ben also brought up a good point off camera that the Panoptics also dropped an EP. So
yes, yeah, and anyone who likes funk, reggae, fusion type rock, you'll love the Panoptics' new EP, Revitalize. That's a band folks should watch for. Yeah, it's great, great live band, very interactive show, with plenty of really diverse range of covers. And yeah, it's great that they hopped on the Air in the Square bill.
Exactly, that's right. What I was gonna say is you can see them this Saturday, 4 to 8 p.m. They are going to be part of the first installment of Air in the Square. It is for free. It is in the 3rd Ward at Catalano Square. 4 to 8, like I said, out in the open in a great environment. You mark your calendars because we will be there. Ben will not. Ben will be in LA, but that's fine. I think with that we are heading on out of here as well. Ben, enjoy your vacation. Enjoy the sun, and
Thank you.
don't work too hard while you're out there.
Yeah, it's I'm bringing my laptop, so I will probably
don't work too hard. Don't overwork yourself. Enjoy it.
Okay.
If anyone has earned a vacation, Ben Slowey has earned himself a vacation for sure.
Well, man, I'll be sending you some shit in the meantime because we do have some work to do this week. But yes, yeah. Also, the River West 24 is this weekend. I know it's not like 100% like back to the way it was yet, obviously.
Yeah.
But there is some music going on as well here in River West. There's some bands like Resurrectionists and Sinbad, and I believe Rat Bath. There's some solid bands. Also, our good buddy Matt Glassel. Shout out to him. He'll be performing his first ever Guerrilla Knife Fight set.
That's an amazing band name, Guerrilla Knife Fight. That's a sweet band name. I like that.
Oh yeah. Well, he's doing his first set with that music that he just dropped the tape a couple weeks ago. So yeah, great to see that River West is getting back in the groove as well. Yeah, lots to do this week.
Yes.
In the meantime, I'm not much of a basketball person as it is, but Bucks and 6.
Bucks and
be
6.
Safe tomorrow.
There we go.
Be safe tomorrow, Milwaukee.
I will be down there. I will be having a party. I already know what vehicle I am tipping over. I don't know if that's like protocol, but I'm hoping they win it. I'm hoping they win it tomorrow night in Milwaukee, it could be the biggest party that the city has seen in a long time. So, but I do want to say with the Bucks very quickly, just a thought that I had kind of related to music too. Um, with everything going on with the Bucks right now, and with the whole city behind them and supporting them, it kind of to me is like this is what happens when you buy in on a vision of something. So Ben, I don't know how long you've been in the city, pre-college, but there was a time where the Bucks were the worst team in the NBA. We had the Bradley Center was an arena that was not really holding up to its standard, and when the decision was made to build Pfizer for him, we had all this flack about like why build it for this? This team sucks. Honestly, they sucked at the time. Um, but look at the things that have happened since then. It's really took the city to get together and support something and make it grow and make it to the point where there's 25,000 people out there outside of the arena during the NBA Finals, which is something that would have sounded insane years and years ago. So that goes for anything. That goes for local music. That goes for your local venue. That goes for your local artists. Um, it takes the whole city to buy in and kind of get behind a vision of something. So if you have friends that are artists, if you have, people that are involved in the music scene and you want them to grow and you want the whole scene to grow, please support the hell out of it. Share it however you can. Ben and I mentioned local music. You can get to, your local venues on the weekends, or donate to them. Figure out something that you can do to support some local music. Because when the city buys in, obviously, as you've seen, great things can happen. So all that to say, Bucks and Six.
Yeah, right. Of course.
So,
Yeah, you can join the Cactus Club Patreon for as little as $5 a month, just like joining the Breaking and Entering Patreon for as little as
absolutely. And we do have a bunch of new Cactus Club interviews up from the Mo City and Paper Stack show. Got a bunch of stuff out there exclusive for our Patreon subscribers. We got playlists. We got some articles that are exclusive. We got possibly some events coming up that are going to be a little more for patrons only. So make sure you do that. You can support us over at patreon.com/breaking and entering. And you can find new music every single day at breakingandentering.net. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. We're here every other week on Twitch as well. So make sure you do that. And then for Ben Slowey, who is now going to go Hollywood and head off to LA, I'm Alan Hallis. We will see you next time on The Writers' Room.
Peace.